what life throws at her, she keeps moving forward. So with that, she's going to come up and talk about, how to have a bulletproof mindset, and have rhino skin. So with that, Bridget, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. It's my first time speaking up here, so I'm nervous. So I'm going to talk about how to have a bulletproof mindset. And really quick, there's going to be 3 points. Number 1 is vision. I just want to tell you guys a little story real quick about this week. Earlier in the week, we had a home event, and after the home event, I came up here, and I was just visualizing this room full of people. And I was like, soon. Like, just, visualizing like it's going to happen soon. A few days later, Grady texts me. He's like, I want you to speak at this event. So this is freaking awesome. It just shows you, like, whatever you focus on is what's going to happen. So, all right, so with number 1's vision. Where there's no vision, people will perish. So for your notes, you need to establish and visualize the next 3 to 5 years. Okay? And humans, we have a lot of power. In case you guys haven't noticed, we have this thing called imagination. And what imagination is it gives us the power to see something before it actually happens. So I want you guys to think about that. And you can operate your imagination off of faith or fear. And like Ricky said, it's your choice. Are you gonna focus on things that are what you don't want? Because that's what most people do. They focus on what they don't want, and that's what happens. Surprise. Like, that's what you're attracting. So focus on the things that you do want. Use your imagination. Have your imagination serve you. Because if you talk to it, it talks back. Okay, so see yourself 10 years in the future. You need to wake up and step into your dream and live it. Live the life that you want to be living in the future. If you get caught in the current, like all of our friends that we know, they're caught in the current of current events, current situations, their current life, they're never going to go anywhere. If you're focusing on where you are right now, there's no progress. You're going to keep staying where you are. So focus on where you want to be. And know that one day will be your day. Okay, one day is going to be your day, but it's not if you're going to give up. It's not if you're going to give in, and when things get rough, you're just going to give up. It'll never be your day. I don't care if it takes 5 years. I'm going to go ambassador. And one day is going to be my day, you guys. You have to have that attitude. So, all right. Real quick, still under vision, there are 3 types of people, A, B, and C. So for your notes, A, there are people who surrender their dreams completely. B, there are people who surrender their dreams partially. And C, there are people like me and Cody Barton and Grady Polson who don't surrender their dreams. Okay, so for A, if you're an A person, you surrender your dreams completely. You make excuses. You're convinced that you don't have what it takes to make it, that whoever made it has something inside of them that you don't have. And you'll go to great lengths to make excuses and to justify why you don't have it. So that's an A person. We don't want to be that, right? So a B person, you'll surrender your dreams partially. You'll get to a certain point and you'll get comfortable. And you'll be like, oh, I'm above average. I may not have gotten that dream home that I want, but I'm above average, And pay attention to this word. I hate this word, okay? They settle. You don't want to be that person either. You want to be a C person. A C person, for your notes, they never let pessimists dictate their limitations. I'm not gonna let somebody tell me what I'm capable of. Okay? So you want to be a C person. And you guys have to understand that big people do not laugh at big ideas. So if you're getting negative advice from somebody, you're talking to the wrong person. They probably don't have what you want. If you talk to a CEO, someone who's a millionaire, and you tell them you're going to become a millionaire one day, they're going to be like, wow, this person probably is going to become a millionaire. But if you talk to somebody who's never achieved anything like that doesn't have what you want, they're going to look at you funny and laugh at you, probably. Because they don't think they're capable of it, so they're going to tell you you're not capable of it. So that was the A, B, and C person. Honestly, I would not be here today if I had let people tell me what I'm capable of. Because if I didn't make the commitment and decide I was going to make this happen in the beginning, I would have gotten taken by the birds, you guys, because none of my best friends do this with me. Everyone told me I was crazy. None of my friends do it with me. So if you're relating to me right now, keep going, because it's going to happen. If you keep pushing, there's no way that it's not going to happen. And you guys have to realize the power that you possess and the power of your mind. So a few personal development things that I want to share with you that I use that really helped me a lot is the book Think and Grow Rich. You're going to hear that title a lot today because I guarantee you anyone that's successful in this business and in life probably has read that book. It changes your mindset and it really, shows you what you're capable of. And the next one is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. It's free on YouTube. You can listen to it. That's where I got a lot of the stuff that I'm telling you guys about today. And the third one is a guy named Jeffrey Combs. I was just introduced to this guy by Merrill Easy's. If you're watching, thank you, because he kicks your butt mentally, dude. He's like, if you're struggling with something, I feel like he just knows exactly what's going on in your head, and he's just like, bam, 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 this is how you fix it. I'm like, Jeffrey Combs.
The book or audio?
If you go to jeffreycombs.podomatic.com, all of his podcasts are on there. All right, so number 2 on how to have a bulletproof mindset is you need to understand that this business is a numbers game. Okay? We farm, we educate, and we duplicate. We grow people, and they grow the business. Become a professional. Professionals sort through people. Amateurs try to convince people. They're like, oh, what do I tell somebody when they tell me they're not interested? You say, thanks, bye. You don't try to convince them to do it. If they're not interested, they're not interested, okay? When you're talking to somebody and asking them questions, you are qualifying them for your time. Does that make sense? Yes. You ask them questions to figure out how they could use this if they're interested, and if they qualify for your time, then you give them more time. If they don't, thanks, bye. Next. And that leads right into our mantra. SW, 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 and SW. Some will, some won't. So what? Next, because somebody's waiting. Like I said, it's a numbers game, so are you willing to go through 1,000 no's just to get one yes? Are you? Are you really? How many people in here would go through 1,000 no's just to get one yes? Good. That's what I like to see. You guys, if you don't have that mentality yet, you better, get that mentality, because if you don't have it, you're just gonna get so overwhelmed with everything. You need to be able to know that that one yes is gonna be worth all the struggle. So, number 3, the commitment. What comes first, you guys? What do you think comes first in this business? The car or the commitment?
Commitment.
I can't hear you guys. Commitment. Okay, what comes first? Your rank or the commitment?
Commitment.
What comes first? $100,000 a year or the commitment?
Commitment.
All right, and what comes first? The freedom or the commitment?
Commitment.
Thank you. So commitment takes guts, you guys, and that's what I had to realize in this business. When I first started, I didn't have guts. You know why? It doesn't take guts to think about all the reasons why something's not going to work. It doesn't take guts to, be pessimistic and, be skeptical about something. But you know what does take guts? It takes guts to do something different that your friends are not doing, that everyone is telling you not to do. That's what takes guts, you guys, and you have to realize that and make the commitment and make it happen. So I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Just like she was talking about imagination, right? What we think about, what we read, what we put into our brain. Duck Dynasty, the Housewives, the trucker towers down in, all this nonsense TVs. I don't know how people watch this stuff. But all this garbage that's on TV, we put this in our brain because we're relaxing and we should watch it while our bank account doesn't have a comma in it. And yet, what happens? We don't go out and take actions. Bridget's so correct. What you feed your mind is what you speak. What you feed your mind is what you do. So listen to that. Excellent. Great job again, Bridget. Thank you. But next.